Is there any other universal messages or anything that you would want to share that would be relevant for us at this time?
Yes, I feel like there's so much I'd like to share about activating the DNA, and there's pictures I could draw for you.
Do you need paper?
Yeah. You can use these shapes to, it's like overlaying your current DNA, and the way that they move with the DNA helps to reshape them into the higher frequencies that you are a part of already. Those people that are interested in this work and that are doing this work are those that will benefit from this light language. It's like a drawing of light language that you can implant within yourself, within your physical bodies to upgrade. But there's an aspect of food that you're eating that doesn't allow for the upgrades to happen until you are more clean in the diet. The physical, it's very physical and dense when we're talking about diet, but this is an aspect that will stop you from upgrading the DNA.
And what is it in the diet that people should know?
They're showing me so much light, so the light isn't able to take hold when it's heavy. And when there's death in the cells, the death of the animals, they're connecting me so deeply right now to the pain and suffering of the way that it's not so much the meat that we're eating, it's how how we're taking the meat from the earth and putting it into our cells. That's not allowing the light to take form and to hold in that. It's like torture.
So it's like weighing us down and not allowing us to activate our DNA then?
But it's enough of a vibrational frequency that you don't see it, that you don't notice, because it just seems like food to you, but it's more than that. And so you have to be aware of this light that wants to take form within you, and it cannot hold and transform the cells or the DNA strands without cleaning the diet. And more water. The water at night while sleeping is helpful, and praying over the water. It's taken for granted, the power of the thoughts in water.
And is there any specific light language or tonal sounds that should be shared with this symbol?
Hala, Nashimaka. Your thoughts are powerful and your words are more powerful still, and yet you do not pay attention to them. It is not so much about the light language or the words that you speak, it is about the intention that you hold behind them, and knowing your own power to create and to recreate the frequencies within and around you. It's taking back your power, essentially, as humans. We're here to empower you. You can see the blindfolds have come off in many respects of the word collectively, and this is just the beginning of the work. We're very happy to see what is happening, although it seems like chaos to many people. It is actually a reawakening, and there's a grounding that has to happen for those that are doing this work, because if they're not, they can be swept up in the chaos and in it's the thoughts and the words that are so powerful, and the news is using it to their advantage, keeping humans in bondage and helpless. But when you understand truly the power you hold within, then nothing can stop you from being free.
And are there other symbols or anything else you'd like to draw, or anything else that we should know about this topic?
That is a very powerful symbol, but it is not 2D, and so
If we were looking at it in 3D, what would it look like from the other side?
It looks like that.
It
looks like diamonds.
Diamonds, yeah. Is it like two pyramids stacked on top?
Yeah, like a diamond, we would say more.
Mm-hmm.
Like, although what you explained is similar, but there's the energy is within each one as they're rotating around each other, and so it's more just like the DNA goes up in spirals, and that movement, it's a similar.
I see. So it's like almost spinning and interacting with the other diamonds.
It's creating pillars of light within your cells and
I
within
see.
your.
Got it.
So it's upgrading the DNA, and this is what will actually affect the thoughts more than your own willpower. And you will it will just be like a step into your own power, and you will realize how the thoughts are creating. It seems like people know this to an extent, but they haven't stepped into it.
And what do these shapes? What are they made of? Is it energy or is it something else?
It's light, but it's thought form.
Okay.
And these are tools that have been given to help you to. It's like releasing shackles and bondage. It's freedom. But it's like you're giving it to yourself. We are not apart from you. And so we are simply, this is the work we must do in order to ascend further.
Sure. And from your perspective, how is everything going?
It seems like a funny question to me. It's all as it should be. There's nothing that's out of place at all. It's simply your decision of where you stand within the vibrational choices you make.
I see. That makes sense.
And you become more powerful as you harness the power of thought, doing small things at first, speaking to the water you drink, and using these things for your cells and your DNA upgrades.
So it's all within our realm of however quickly we would want to progress as a collective then, is that right?
You don't have much say over the collective, but if you do your work, then that is all that is really required of you. It's the hardest to do the personal work. But collectively you will find each other that are doing the work, and that is how the power it feels so powerful, like it's just and that's how you will ascend, is together but apart.
Got it.
It's like when you come together, you're holding new vibrations. So you find those by yourself, and then as you gather together, those of you that are doing this work, it's easier to hold that new frequency for those that are coming in.
So that's what the power in groups is then, huh? That makes so much sense.
Shifts.
Yeah, shifts. That's a good word.
There's work to be done for those that are energy workers on the same path, the two of you getting started now. The energy, the colors, the shapes that you are cultivating in your mind and moving around, whether that be in water or through the earth grid, are aspects of this energy that you're putting into place. So taking time out to sit, whether that's once a week online or in person, even if you're not physically together, just setting aside the time to do the work and touching base, it will be helpful to start to explore the work you're here to do more, and to tap into those higher vibrational states of being that are available to you that you have not been curious enough to find yet. But it's the time set aside and the mutual intention of the group that will allow you to find these frequencies. The beginning stages are really with the most subtle energies, the thought forms, the shapes, the colors, the coming together to hold space. And this can be done anywhere in nature, outside. There are many areas that are already available to you, but this is the work that needs to be done first, and then the space will eventually come. The community and the land and the dome of energy that you are desiring to be within, it will all come in perfect timing and effortlessly. But there has to be a system in place first of holding this higher grid frequency that is being called forth now through you.